Hey there, Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. Welcome to day 91 of the Get Your Goals Annual Challenge. We're switching gears this month. It's April 1st, April Fool's Day. Happy April Fool's Day. Joke's on us. The electricity went out. We had a huge snowstorm last night. We're out of electricity probably for the rest of the day and into tomorrow. We'll see. We're in a not super high priority neighborhood. But today we're switching gears and talking about our spiritual well-being and our spiritual health and our goals. And let's talk first about what spirituality is. And basically you're going to think about that today and share one thing as your action item that spirituality means to you, because it means something different to each and every one of us. Spirituality and spiritual well-being, it's the human need to find meaning and purpose and connection to something bigger than ourselves, something outside of ourselves, right? It includes, your morals, your ethics, your values. And we'll talk about, of course, our spiritual core values as part of this month's daily challenges and exercises. So what are some examples of behaving in a spiritual way? Volunteering would be an example of being spiritual, being positive and optimistic, contributing to society, connecting with others, feeling a sense of belonging, and practicing self-care is an example of spiritual well-being. We have to take care of ourselves first before we can take care of other people. And that involves, physical, mental, emotional, spiritual well-being in each of those areas and aspects. And that's why we're breaking it down and talking each month and focusing on a different area or aspect of the life framework. Now, how you define spirituality, it may or may not include religion. When I was younger, I was raised Catholic, and that was part of my spiritual makeup and spiritual well-being. And over the years, things have changed, and I've become much more spiritual than religious. But it's up to you to decide how you define that. Our religion may play a very big part in our spiritual health and our spiritual well-being. So what are some ways to boost your spiritual well-being? Let's talk about that, and then let's talk about 10 ways that you can connect spiritually. Try to keep it short, but remember, our action item is just to think about all of this and then share one thing in the comments below that defines your spirituality and how you define it for yourself. Your spiritual well-being and what it means to you. Just share one thing. So ways to increase our spiritual well-being are things like connecting to your faith community. And that would be, or connecting with like-minded people is another example of that. Volunteering or helping other people. When we help other people, we're doing something bigger and outside of ourselves. Practicing yoga. Yoga is a very spiritual thing. I'm obviously not a yoga practitioner. Meditate, keep a journal, spend time in nature, focus on your hobbies, things that are of interest to you and help you to be a better human being. Which, remember, that's what last year's annual challenge was all about, was becoming a continually improving better version of ourselves. And this year we're just being a little more specific with respect to the goals for each of these different areas and aspects of our life. And you could speak with somebody that you trust in order to explore your spirituality more. Sometimes we just need to bounce ideas off of someone else, not to get their opinion, but to help ourselves. Sometimes just teaching something or sharing something helps us to understand ourselves better. So what are 10 ways that we connect and can connect spiritually? 1, recognize your creator, whatever that is for you, whatever you happen to believe. Seek opportunities to put more love into the world. I think that's a great way to share spirituality. Set aside time each day to spend in spiritual reflection and contemplation, just to think about what things mean to you and how you're connected to things outside of yourself. Become more accepting and more, just kinder. Number 5, forgive anyone you have not yet forgiven. And I'm not sure that we've talked about that, but we'll definitely talk about forgiveness this month, and that forgiveness is for you, not for the other person necessarily. 6, recognize your mistakes and learn from them. I'll add that. 7, try to see the good in others and in situations. A lot of times it's natural to just look for the bad things and the negative and focus on them, but we want to think about and focus on the things that we want, and that means focusing on the positive and the things that are working out well. Take stock in your thoughts and behaviors, and we'll talk about this. Probably one whole day will be focused on spiritual thoughts, spiritual behavior, beliefs, spiritual behaviors, etc. 9, send out positive vibes and bless the world. Do what you can to make the world a better place. And 10, use each interaction to be the best, most powerful, awesome person that you possibly can, and the best version of yourself. Again, our action item today is to think about these things and then share just one way and one thing that spiritual well-being means to you. It doesn't have to be the most important thing. You can make a whole brainstorm list, but just share one thing. If I can help you anyway, ask. Otherwise, have an awesome day. Hopefully I'll have power tomorrow, and I'll be with you tomorrow.